Okay, in this video we're going to continue by looking at a few more different HTML types of elements. In the previous video we did a header and a paragraph. Let's explore the header a little bit more. So there are a few different types of headers. If you start typing H, you'll see the different options. I'll just show you here. I'll show you two of them here. So we'll do a header 2. We'll also do a header 6. Again, when I'm making these, all I'm doing is typing H, whatever the number is, clicking tab, and then writing what I want to have show up on my screen in between the two tags. We can go ahead and save that, make sure this dot disappears. Let's go ahead and reveal in our File Explorer, open it up. Okay. And now we can start to see some of the differences in the headers. So we can notice here that we have a large header, header 2 is a little smaller, and header 6 is quite small compared to the other two. So kind of counterintuitively, when we are doing different headers, we can see that the larger the number, the smaller the font is. And I guess probably that's just meant to be its significance. So like header 1's the most significant, and header 2 is slightly less significant, etc. So you can kind of choose how large and how maybe bold your header is based on which of these you select. So we've seen the headers. Let's do a few more. The next thing I'm going to talk about is called a comment. So right now when we've written these are things that we see on the screen as actual HTML code. But sometimes we want to leave a note for ourselves or maybe for other users who are working on our project. To do that, we can write what's called a comment. The easiest way to do so on Visual Studio is hold down the Control button if you're on Windows, or if you're on Mac, hold down the Command button and click the /. You'll see these items appear. If you don't know where the / is, it's the button that's on the question mark, but you don't click Shift. So it's right next to the Shift button. You'll see the question mark as that lower /. That shortcut creates this notation here, this kind of weird, strange notation, but it basically just says anything in here, the computer will not read. It's only meant for us humans to look at and understand. I'm just going to do this so I can write little notes about my project. The next thing we're going to look at is called an unordered list. Essentially, this is a bullet list. It's something that's just going to have a bunch of different bullets. And by doing this comment here, we are just telling ourselves, hey, this is what this thing is, so I can remember. To do an unordered list, I will click Enter or Return here, go on my next line, and we're going to use the command UL, stand for unordered list. We'll click Tab. That's going to make our list, and inside our list we're going to have different items that we want to have show up. So I'm going to click Return and push this down because we're going to have a few items inside this. And again, notice the indentation here. Mine got a little off for some reason. This should all be in a line here. And we want what is inside here to be indented. You notice if you put your cursor here and click Return, that it will indent one section. That's saying, hey, I'm inside the unordered list. And the things in here we want to make are called list items, LI. These are the actual bullets we're going to see, the different points. So I could call this, first item or something, or let's just say we have different foods. So apple, and then we'll make another list item. LI, I'll do orange. Let's do one more, grapes, etc. And if you want a shortcut for this, you can actually use the command Control-C, Control-V. Or if you're on Mac, you can do Command-C, Command-V. That will copy and paste the line, maybe a faster way to do this, and then you can change the text. Let's go ahead and save this. Let's go open up our file. Okay, and we can see here, now we have this bullet list here of all these different points. We can do a similar thing with a ordered list. So again, let's practice our comments here. We're going to do Command or Control /, and I'll write ordered list. And below this line, if UL was the unordered list, the OL is going to be the ordered list. I'm noticing I'm getting this weird indent here. Maybe it's because I need to be 2 lines down. Let's try that again. So I'm a little concerned about this indent being a little bit over. If we go twice, it disappears. I assume Visual Studio wants a line in between comments. So now we have that gap. Let's try again. OL for ordered list. That makes the list. Shove that down. And then inside, let's make a few list items. LI, I'm just gonna say this is my first item. Control C, Control V. I'm gonna call this my second item. I'll do it one more time. Just show both ways. Return, LI. This is my third item. Okay. I made all that. Control S to save this. And once you have the web browser open, you can just open it again. We won't see this until you refresh the page. And then there is our different items, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. And so that's kind of just a quick rundown of a few more elements. In this video, we looked at different headers, our comments, as well as these 2 list types here.